What up, what up, what up? What's poppin'? What's going on? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good, people? What's good with ya? What's good? So today I'm going to be talking about why women will never tell you the truth. Okay? Why women will never tell you the truth. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to pop off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you guys. It ain't going down. They're not going to tell you the truth. It is what it is. But, I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into more shit also in a minute. You feel what I'm saying? Ah, man. So, listen. Make sure you guys, hold on. Where's my shit at? Hold on. Let me make sure I got my joint. Let me make sure I got my joint. What up? Enemies defeated. Damien was good. Sex God, what up? Boom. Make sure you guys get the book. How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day. Ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Shout out to everybody who's been ordering the hard copy. We got actually like a few more left. I'm going to have to re-up and, get some new joints. But we got a few left. Get the hard copy, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day, or the ebook, or the audiobook. Whichever one you want to do. So Mark the Robot was popping. Jerome King was good. Jonathan Johnson was going on. Coach Salem, what up? Merciless 6. King 22. Trey, what up? Or Tay, what's going on? Damian Forbley. Bryce, what up? Chris L. Justin Bing. Jonathan Ellie George was good, bro. Fabian K, what's going on? What's going on? He said, have I seen Professor Mac on Netflix? Nah, I haven't seen that shit. I gotta check that out. That sounds interesting. Anthony Seal, For Life One Deep, what up? Rob Parks Jr. in the building. What's going on, fam? Yes, sir, in the building. So, shout out to everybody that's been donating. Here's the donate link. You feel what I'm saying? You guys help me get this space, man. The donations and the support helps a brother out getting these spaces so I can actually do more live streams. You feel what I'm saying? So I get to do more live streams because I got a space to do it in now. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? Because before, I had some roommates and I was doing this shit and I'm like, sharing the space with people and all that other stuff, and it's hard to get shit done. You feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody sending in donations. Remember, if you send a donation, leave your first three numbers of your phone number in the chat, and I will pick up when we start doing the calls. Remember to do that. Or if you just want me to answer your question, leave the question in the chat. Just say that you donated, and I'll check to make sure you donated. We can get it popping. You feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody tuning in and all that other stuff. You feel me? So, what I wanted to talk about is how women will never tell you the truth. So what do I mean by this? What am I saying when I talk about how women will never tell you the truth? So, I'm sure most of y'all heard about the whole situation with Boris Cujo and his wife, Nicole Ari Parker. I'm sure y'all heard that. You saw that I did a video. A lot of other people were doing videos about the shit, right? And so it's been circulating around social media. And in that video, I was talking about how women, they want new dick. You understand? How all women want new dick. But if you ask women about it, because I've seen dudes been sharing the video and everything, and I'm looking at the comments from women. And so for those who don't know, Nicole Ari Parker, who's Boris Cujo's wife, she basically said that she, misses the feeling of being single, and how she wants that feeling back, and and basically how she was trying to say it or spin it was that she wants her husband to, I guess, spark those feelings up and to be more romantic. She says she misses the texts that were like, random and all this other crazy shit that goes on when you're single and you're fucking around. But in my video, I was basically saying that you can't ever get that from the person you've been with for a long time. You understand? Because you're used to them. It's all relationship energy. You feel what I'm saying? Well, let me get my nigga, what's going on, bro?
Yo.
What's popping off?
What's going on, Sonny?
Chilling. My dude Miles Cunningham in the building. What's going on, brother?
Chilling, man. I heard you talking about that Nicole R.E. Parker stuff.
Yeah, so I'm talking about how, basically I was talking about how women, because the title of the show is Women, Why Women Will Never Tell You the Truth. And basically what I was saying is that because I put out that video and dudes were sharing it on their timeline on Facebook. And so I was looking at all the responses from the women, and the women are like, no, she doesn't want new dick. She just wants her man to pay her more attention and yada, 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 right? And so what I'm saying is this, and this is the thing you guys gotta understand. Women are never going to tell you the truth about them being slutty or wanting to fuck a bunch of dudes or, you know, having those whole tendencies. They're never gonna say that. They're never gonna let you know. Like, they will not say, yeah, she wants some new dick. They're not gonna tell you that. And the reason why they're not gonna tell you that is because you gotta understand a woman's game depends on her trying to present to you this wholesome, you know, quote unquote good girl type of chick. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
I'm gonna tell you more deeply. More deeply, a woman's thing is survival, right?
Right. Exactly.
And for her to survive, she has to show value to a man.
Mm-hmm.
The only women that show real value to a man is a virgin.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So a woman has to, no matter what's going on, she has to try to portray an image that as closest to a virgin. You understand what I'm saying? So even if she's a you know a 50-year-old woman who can't even produce kids anymore, she still has to show some type of virtue that can make her valuable to a man. Because the reason why naturally a man is looking for a virgin is so he can procreate with her.
Right.
That's a natural value that a woman has for a man. You know, he can put his seed in her, and then she's fertile to produce a child from his seed. You understand? And that's the basic value of a woman as far as nature goes.
Right.
So the only way to do that is for her to show herself to be as closest to a virgin as she possibly can, and that's why you'll find women always trying to, you know, project values and characteristics of a virtuous woman or somebody who's close to a virgin who's untouched, so to speak.
Now that's true, and this is what I'm saying. So this is why dudes will never actually get the truth out of women, because this is what I always thought was funny. Women act like racists. You understand what I'm saying? Like people who are racist. You understand? Now follow me here. Notice that you know there's racism, but every time you talk to any white person that's close to you or near you, they're not the racist ones. It's everybody else, not me. I don't do that racist shit. It's everybody else is racist. I don't, right? So when you tell women, yo, what's up with, you know what I'm saying? Y'all chicks be out here getting it in. Y'all want to fuck a bunch of motherfucking dudes. They're like, oh, no, well, I'm not like that. These other hoes might be like that. I'm not like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, every chick is like, well, I'm not like that. Right? So, so then who's like that? Right? You see what I mean? So it's like this fucking boogeyman, like, oh, well, it's there, but it's not me. I don't know. Maybe those girls you've been dealing with. And the thing is, they never want to admit or own up to it. So when this whole shit came out with the Nicole R.E. Parker shit, you know, and even this is basically like Aisha Curry Part 2, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like women want to sort of save face. And this is funny because you see how, if you watch the video, she worded it very carefully, but it was like women who speak in code. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she's like, oh, but I want him to do all these things. Like, so she's speaking from the feeling, but she can never actually express it logically, because logically, you can't get that new feeling from an old situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It can't happen. It's impossible. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now the thing is, she can her man can sort of, you know, try to manufacture the feeling, but she can't get the same thing that she is actually striving to want. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's because the thing that she had when she was first with her man, because even think about it this way, her man is different now. Her man isn't even the same man he was back then. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So in order for her to even get that feeling, she has to get the feeling from the type of man who her man was back then. And so the fact that he's in that long-term marriage with her, it's impossible for him to be that motherfucker ever with her. Because there's too much history, there's too much fucking... So you can have a somewhat of a sort of like a manufactured version of what you want in that, but it ain't gonna be the same because the guy she met when she first met Boris Cujo and she was fucking with him, it was a whole different energy. Just like any woman, or even for that fact of the matter, when we fuck with girls, it's the same shit. Like when you first fuck with the chick you fucking with, it was a whole different energy than it is now. Because when I first met you, I ain't fuck you yet. You understand what I'm saying? So it was a whole different energy. But now that I fucked you a billion times, you understand? It's not saying that it ain't good, but it's never going to be the same as new pussy. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's never going to be that. And the same happens for dick. The women, again, the women are caught between a rock and a hard place because they're caught between their actual nature of, hey, I naturally want to gravitate to another penis, but at the same time, shout out to K Zagan and 20 in the chat, at the same time, they can't let you know this because that affects their survival, just like you were saying. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
You know?
Well, I just want to say, shout out to Boris Cujo for having looks, money, and status.
Exactly.
And still proving our point that it doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And also shout out to him for continuing to eat and drink and not really, take the shit seriously and lose his cool on camera.
Exactly.
Because truthfully, I know this is something we need to talk about because it's an example of, game and, certain other dynamics of relationships. But seriously, she's a woman. She's a goddamn woman. Like I can't okay. For example, the other day I was on the phone with my nephew, right? And it was a certain time of day, and I'm in another time zone,
right?
And my nephew asked me what I was doing, and I was like, I'm laying down. I'm laying down in the bed. He was like, Uncle, it's daytime. You're not supposed to be sleeping, or you're not supposed to be in the bed during the day. It's not nighttime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, this is my fucking, 4-year-old nephew, well, am I supposed to explain to him, hey, I'm in a different time zone, and what do you mean, and why should I listen to you, and why should I don't have to get up out of bed, I'm a grown person, and plus there's quarantine, and blah, 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 and I'm not going to sit there and argue with a 4-year-old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's really, to me, it's really the same shit. It's like taking the fucking remarks of a woman seriously. Like, she's a woman. Like, she's irrational, she's emotional, and it's by her nature that she cannot be satisfied.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
It's by her nature that she cannot be satisfied. And if you ask me, I think women were made perfectly because to me it's like God or whatever you pray to is letting you know that there's no limit to your potential. You understand? So even if you don't find the inspiration in yourself to be great and then to become great and then strive to be greater, a woman will fucking remind you. You understand?
Right.
That's why God or whatever you pray to made women that way. You see what I'm saying? So if you can't find the fucking drive to become great and then become greater even after that, a woman will fucking remind you. So literally in this example, you could be Boris Cujo. You understand?
Right.
You could be. Look at Boris Cujo, son. Boris Cujo has been a good-looking Chad, if you will, you know, to
use
other people's terms. He's been a good-looking Chad all his fucking life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What, isn't the nigga damn near 50-something now, or isn't he in his 50s or late 40s?
Something like that.
And he looked better than half the 18-year-old niggas walking around right now.
Mm-hmm.
And his bitch is still complaining.
Right, exactly.
You get what I'm saying? She's still complaining. So it's like, listen, it's like, yo, the whole point is to always be greater than you were yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As a man,
right?
That's the point of it all.
Facts.
And it's not to take these chicks seriously. It's to only be reminded of the fact that you're supposed to be striving to become greater each and every day. Right. And whether or not your chick wants to recognize it, that's besides the point. You don't need to argue with no chick, just like you don't need to argue with your 4-year-old nephew.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say shout out to Boris, because he just sat there and he was sipping some wine and he was eating some cheese or crackers or whatever the fuck he was eating. Mm-hmm. And even that simp ass nigga on the other end talking about when she said, "Oh, I want him to kiss me on the back of my neck when I'm making eggs," and he was like, "Oh, well,
he's like, I do that shit. I'll be doing that."
And Boris was like, "Okay." Boris is like, okay, like, right. So that's you, nigga, that's you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's another thing too. And which is why you always have to find greatness in yourself, because you have to decide what makes you great. You understand?
Right.
If your chick is sitting there complaining about you not doing this or you not doing that, if that's not your definition of great, it doesn't fucking matter, really. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So Boris Cujo is doing just fine, if you ask me. Mm-hmm. The only, like I said, he didn't lose his cool, and he didn't even act like she was talking sense.
Right, right. He was chilling.
And on top of that, I don't know what's going on with her hairline, bro, but she needs to give it up. Like, something's going on. She needs to give it up. Like, she's lost it. At this point, you need to, like, just shave your head and just keep it moving, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit looks horrible. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, bro.
That's crazy.
I don't know what she's doing. Like, her shit is, her shit is pushed the fuck back. You understand? And truthfully, she has no real, like, if she was being really sensible, she wouldn't be complaining at all. Mm-hmm. Like, she would be sitting there on the fucking Instagram talking about, bitch, I'm married to Boris Cujo. Mm-hmm. I don't have nothing to say about nothing.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm quarantined with one of the flyest niggas on the planet. Like, period. Right. And I mean, Boris Cujo got money. He's been in movies. Mm-hmm. He's been a world-class model. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like like I said, like he's in his 50s. And he looked better than the 18-year-old nigga out here. Like, mm-hmm. He's kept his body perfect for all these years. Like, he's another fucking, like, Mario Lopez. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
and see,
Mario Lopez
these chicks, they fucking the thing with her is she got too comfortable. You feel what I'm saying?
Way too comfortable.
That's what happens. This happens all the time in relationships. This is how you know a woman has a good-ass relationship. When she start talking that shit, that's because she got too comfortable. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And she got too comfortable because the relationship is actually comfortable. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, because it's a good relationship. You see what I mean? But, again, because women... See, you got to understand something. Women... It's so many fucking examples or fucking analogies you could get. Women are like closeted gay motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they gotta pretend they don't like what they like. They gotta pretend they aren't how they are. You understand? So when the truth is gonna slip out. You understand what I'm saying? Look, women love dick, bro. I don't understand. Look, and what they love more than dick is attention. And dick is just another form of attention. You see what I'm saying? So her saying all that stuff. She's saying, "Oh, I miss all the this and I miss all the that and all this other stuff." What she misses is that form of attention, because she's still getting attention from her husband. Boris Cujo's been with her for how many years? Like, he's with her You understand what I'm saying? So she's getting attention all the time from her husband, right? But that's not enough. You understand? Because once she gets used to that attention, she's gonna want something else. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that women will never tell you. Women will never tell you that they want more attention, they want more dick, they want more variety. But the thing is, they don't want to lose the stability they have with the long-term relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Because women know that it's hard for them to get a long-term stable relationship with a man and actually be hoeing out here. You understand what I'm saying? They know that it's like damn near impossible for most women. So they have to choose one or the other. And so what happens is that because they still want to, get some dick on the side, it's like they have to keep pretending that they don't want the dick on the side. This is why it's so easy for women to cheat and why guys usually don't catch their girl or whatever, because women have been so good at this marketing campaign of putting up the illusion that they're not like that. Oh, no, I'm not like that. I just want my husband, I just want my boyfriend, and I'm good with that, and that's it. But they don't be thinking about or they don't tell you how they be fantasizing about other dudes. You feel what I'm saying? They don't tell you about how they be checking out they man's best friend. They don't tell you about how they got a nigga in their DMs right now who's the backup dude just in case they man fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? They don't tell you about that shit. You know what I mean? Look, every chick got a backup dude. Every last one of them. You understand what I'm saying? Every last one of them got a backup dude. You feel what I mean?
Right.
Like fucking.
And that just further proves that their number one game is survival.
Right, because fucking Mary, the Virgin Mary, had a backup dude. That was Joseph.
Right.
Joseph was the backup dude. Her main dude was God. He the one that got her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking chick got a backup dude, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get it twisted. So it's like, yo, they be trying to act like, that's not what it is, but they can't. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. They have to lie to you. You feel what I'm saying? They have to. And this is what I'm saying. I'm saying this to get you guys to understand why they do it. So when you're trying to find information out by asking a woman, because like let's say you're talking about this situation to a woman, 9 times out of 10 they're not going to tell you the truth. And they can't tell you the truth because their survival depends on them lying. You see what I mean? Because if she was to tell you, Aisha Curry and Nicole Ari Parker, I feel the same way as them because, even though, I got a man or I'm single or whatever, I still want to do this and do that. So now, soon as she says that, you don't take her serious. You end up not taking her seriously. And she needs for you to take her seriously. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why she has to lie. You see what I mean? It's crazy. So don't get mad at the women for lying. You just gotta understand that that's what they have to do. You feel what I mean?
That's what they have to do.
Right, but their actions tell you different. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Their actions. And shout out to my dude K-Zag 20. He did a video earlier today where he was talking about the difference between when women cheat or whatever, or they'll want something else or whatever. Whereas like so women will be like, I think he said something to the effect of, if a guy like if a guy messes up or something, it's like, oh well yeah, he was fucked up and your boyfriend was on some bullshit or whatever like that, right? Now, if the woman is looking at some other dude or wanting some other shit to pop off, they're gonna say, girl, well, you know what? He hasn't been paying you any attention. He hasn't been doing the things he needs to do. So you deserve that other dick. Like, shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's never their fault. It's always because the man did this. That's why you feel this way. So the same thing with Nicole Ari Parker. It's like, they'll say, well, you know what? Boris Cujo, it's your fault that she feels this way, because if you were doing what you were supposed to do as a husband and doing all that extra shit, then she wouldn't be feeling that way. You understand what I'm saying? Which is bullshit. But the only reason she feels that way is because she wants new dick. She wants the only thing that could actually alleviate that feeling she has. But she thinks she can get it from her man, but she can't. You feel what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Shit is crazy.
That chick, man, she's lucky. That's all I have to say.
It's crazy.
Because a dude like me, see, that's why I don't understand the whole monogamy thing, bro. Because I'm like, I don't, like, come on, son. Locario Parker started looking busted like right before they got married. You know what I mean? You feel me? Like,
right.
And my thing is, as a man, like, you really gotta focus on your own happiness.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You really gotta focus on your own happiness, because a woman, in most cases, can't really be happy. You know what I'm saying? They can't allow themselves to be happy. That's not their natural function. You understand?
Right.
It's not their natural function to be like, happy and just be satisfied with shit. You feel me? So as a man, you gotta focus on your own happiness.
Right.
And the thing, when you really focus on your own happiness, honestly, and when I say that, I mean having to deal with more than one desire, whether it be women, whether it be money, whether it be success, anything you want to achieve, right?
Right.
When you focus on your own happiness, a woman can only, like, the only time to me a woman can really be happy is when she's happy for her man. You understand what I'm saying? When she sees accomplishment and achievement in someone that she loves. It's like how a woman can nurture her child and her child grow up to become successful, and she's happy and satisfied with that. Why? Because that's her offspring. That's something that's separate from her. But naturally speaking, I don't know if a woman can actually be happy, but they can be happy for something that they love outside of themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why you're better off as a man focusing on your own happiness, and then finding a woman that is willing to support that journey. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a woman can, the natural female can only develop a true sense of happiness when she says, okay, well, I found a man that had a plan to achieve something, and I helped him. I helped in that achievement.
Right.
Therefore, I'm happy. My happiness is manifested through his achievement and happiness. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
Other than that, it's not true, because like I told you, like, a woman's natural purpose is to cultivate and bring forth life after it has been planted in her by a man. So even if you look at her natural function, she's really a vessel. So she's not the ending or the beginning. She's that gray area in the middle, which is why she can never be happy. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So it's just like I said, if you pay attention to nature, you can understand it. You understand? So a lot of cats is out here, getting angry with women and, oh yeah, Locario Parker is a bitch and blah blah blah. Like I said, it's like arguing with your 4-year-old nephew. Like, it doesn't really make sense.
Right.
You know
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense. It's just for you to know. Like, I think Boris Cujo at this point kind of knows what he's dealing with, and that's why he was able to be so cool during the interview. Right. Because it's like, I ain't worried about what this chick talking about. You feel me? Like, I'm Boris Cujo. Like, I can. Hopefully he got a prenup situation, and he's probably thinking to himself, man, I could get any chick I want on this planet. So,
pretty much.
And honestly, that's why a lot of chicks are looking at her too. Like, most of the chicks that's looking at her sideways, they're like, damn, bitch, you got Boris Cujo, and you still acting stupid.
Right.
Like,
Exactly. Nah, that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see what happens. But again, this is just to let you guys know why they can't tell you the truth. You understand what I'm saying? So that you don't get fooled and get confused. Because you just need to know that this is why she's, saying what she's saying. This is why when you bring it up to women, they're gonna be like, no, it's not that. She doesn't want to be with another guy. She just wants it. They gotta say that. Just understand they gotta say that. You understand? So, it has to be that way so that they can survive and they can get the shit popping for them. You see what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. Because you know women are so like irrational and it's their nature to never be satisfied. Is it truly because she wants another dude, or is it just her woman nature? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, does she truly desire another guy, or is it just her job to complain and be stupid? You see what I'm saying?
Right. No,
that's my thing. I don't really know if she really wants another guy. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. No, that's the thing. It's a little bit of both. Because what happens is that you know, it's the complaining, but it's also the wanting of the other thing. Like April in the chat said that she wants the feeling. But see, and this is why I said it's pretty much it's a little bit of both, because it's impossible to get the feeling from the other guy, from the same dude. It's impossible because there's always going to be the element of the part of what's going to make her get the actual feeling is being desired by somebody else. That's the validation. Right. It's almost like when your mom says, "Oh, well, you're handsome to me." It's like, all right, whatever, but I need that hot chick to think I'm handsome. You understand what I'm saying? Right, it's the same thing where it's like, yeah, you're my husband, and I appreciate that you love me and that you think I'm beautiful, but I want that stranger over there who I never met to come over to me and try to hit on me and want to fuck with me. You feel what I'm saying? And it's that thing where it's impossible to get that from her man. So this is why every time because when you talk about being monogamous, that's the flaw in the monogamous sort of lifestyle, is that it's impossible to get that type of energy from the person you're with. Ever. I don't care how much role play motherfuckers want to do. I don't care how much costumes you put on. None of that shit's gonna matter because it's still part of the draw is the actual realness of the newness. It's almost like for example, like paying for pussy. You could pay for some pussy and fuck a chick, but it's not the same feeling as a chick actually wanting to fuck you because she wanted to fuck you. Just off of sheer desire. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing where, Boris Cujo could do all of that special shit, but it's never going to be the same as a random motherfucker trying to get at her. Because think about it this way. Let's say she fucking, walks down the street or some shit tomorrow or something, or whatever. Let's say after the quarantine or whatever. She's walking down the street, she's going somewhere, she's doing something, and a dude approaches her, and imagine the dude don't even know who the fuck she is, just off the strength that he thinks she look good. He's like, "Miss, how you doing?" Blah blah blah, and she's like, and he's trying to holler at her. He don't know who the fuck she is, right? But on top of that, he's still so engaged and want to fuck with her. Like, "Yo, you're so beautiful. Like, we need to make something happen. Let me get your number. Let's make something go down." And then she'll be like, "Oh, I can't. I have a husband." He'd be like, "Girl, I don't give a fuck. Yo, I just love her." Like, she'll feel so good that a nigga's that thirsty to fuck with her. You feel what I'm saying? She can't get that feeling from Boris Cujo ever. Like, that's not gonna happen because she already has him. You understand? See, you want the things that you don't have, because if you had the things you wanted, you wouldn't want them because you have them. You see what I mean? It's like, you see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's the reason why you want them, because it's like, well, if I had it, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, hey, I want a fucking Lexus because I don't have it. If I had the Lexus, I wouldn't want it because I have it in my garage or I have it in my backyard or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing where it's this, and this is what people don't realize about relationships. It's always going to be that way. This is why there's so much fucking divorces. Why, like, relationships are supposed to they're supposed to end. The end could be either a transition or the end will be the actual literal end of it. So their relationship could end in the sense of they break up, or this is what I would do if I was Boris Cujo. I'd be like, "Listen, we gonna have a fucking open type of shit." You feel what I'm saying? So you could get your single fix of one and all that other shit. I'm gonna go over here and fuck all these girls who've been waiting to fuck me for years. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get it in. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. Shit is crazy. I'm telling you. You know?
Man, she's lucky you was dumb enough to marry her, cause Lord.
Oh man. But that's what it is, guys, man.
These chicks are too, they don't know how lucky they are, bro. Like, they really don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, cause seriously speaking, you guys want to talk about market value and all of this and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
If you put both of them in the category and take away all of their fame,
Mm-hmm.
The amount of chicks lined up to get at Boris Cujo compared to the amount of dudes that would be lined up to get at her, how she look now.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, son.
Right.
Come on, son.
Exactly.
And she done had a few kids and this and that. That's what I'm saying. Like, their whole thing diminished. Because think about it. A woman's purpose is to procreate. That's why she's only like her hottest in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. She's
only her hottest in the beginning. So it's a steady decline after that. It's a steady decline. Females need to realize really that once they like reach a certain stage, they need to kind of, be a little bit more like what's the word, like grateful for their position.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if your whole thing is survival, I'm looking at you. And I'm like, I'm at this point in a relationship, I'm trying to find a reason to provide and protect you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm trying to find a reason to provide and to provide for you and protect you, because you can't give me any more kids. Like your natural purpose on this earth has already been fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the point of protecting you any longer?
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Right.
At this point, the only thing, the basic reason why I'm doing all this for you is out of like a moral courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But if we're talking about just savage nature, there's no purpose for you. My real purpose in savage nature is to go find me a new young chick to make me some more kids.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why men can produce healthy sperm until we die. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And a woman's ability to have children naturally falls off.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So truthfully, like, females need to be way more like, grateful. Like, hey, I got a guy that actually still looks out for me. Like, he still, he provides and protects for me and blah blah blah. Like, you really should be kind of grateful and humble.
But that's the thing though. Again, it's that comfortability thing, because as soon as you get so comfortable, you think you start to it's like you start to forget how good you do have it. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Because as soon as you get comfortable, you start thinking of all of this shit that you don't have, and that's what she's thinking about right now. She's like, oh, well, I want that feeling of being single and getting all of these like, random texts during the day and that excitement and it's like, because you're so comfortable in your situation, you don't have nothing to complain about. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so the woman always got to find something to complain about. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the key. The key, you guys have noticed this when you start dealing with women, and this is just in general, is that women always have to have something to complain about or talk about or have. It has to be a situation. There has to be something. So either you're an asshole type of dude and you're a low life fuck boy type of dude, so it's easy for her to complain, or you're a good dude and she has to find something to complain about. And this is what I'm saying. She's finding something to complain about in the situation with Boris Cujo. Because she's like, damn, I got me a good-looking, successful dude who's on point. What can I find to complain about? Oh, I know. Let me complain about the fact that I miss being single. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, like, it's crazy. So, there always has to be something that's like, there because of the comfortability to it's just like when a person is at work and they complain about the cappuccino machine not working. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you forget that you're in a country that you're able to have a job, to have your own place, to, you know, do all of these amazing things, and you bitching and moaning about the cappuccino machine not working. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's because you're so comfortable in this situation versus if you was in another country and you had to fucking walk 10 miles to get some water. You feel what I'm saying? You wouldn't be complaining about no bullshit. So that's the thing I'm telling you, is like, it's that comfortability and coupled with the natural desire to want to, you know, interact and do shit with a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy. But yeah, man, make sure you guys get those likes up. Get them likes up. We got 215 people watching right now. Make sure you guys hit that donate button to donate to the show. We appreciate all the donations. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, man. But yeah, no, they'll never tell you the truth, because if they know that the main thing right now is survival, if they let you know that their main thing is survival, even though you're supposed to already know and you're supposed to carry yourself as such,
right?
But if they admit to it, there's a lot of simp dudes and a lot of disillusioned cats that will lose their ability to keep going. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And again, that's why we tell you guys that the truth is inside you, because enough cats out here are using women as their motivation. You understand? Women should not be your motivation, fellas. Women should not be your motivation, because a woman's place, like we said, is really just survival. It's just survival. Anything a woman claims that she has for you as far as liking or loving you, that shit is, I mean, 9 times out of 10, that shit is fucking coincidental. You understand? Like they grow accustomed to liking you. But trust me, it could be anybody.
Right.
It could be anybody. Because, for example, if you look at the show on TV called Poor Life, that show that's produced by 50 Cent.
Right.
They're showing you the story of how the dude is in jail, and he's been in jail for a while, and his wife started dating his best friend. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like she doesn't necessarily she likes the guy, but she still loves her husband. But she's willing to fucking suck his best friend while the nigga's in jail. You understand?
Right.
She's even willing to marry. She wanted to marry the dude.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Even though she knows deep down in her heart that she still quote unquote loves her husband that's in jail. You understand? But But she also claims, and she swears up and down, that she loves this other guy too. You understand? So where's the actual love? Where's the actual respect and allegiance? Her only respect and allegiance is to survival. You understand? And while she's out here in the world, she has a daughter, and innately as a woman, she wants to be protected. She wants to have a man in her, a fucking guard, that can ensure the welfare of her and her child. Period. Right. That's all it really is.
Right.
That's all it really is. That's why women can, run around talking about they want to do a career, they want this, they want that, but they still want a man, because if something happens where they lose their job, they want to know that they could have a man to depend on to always provide for them. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
When fucking COVID-19 hit, they want to have somebody around to quarantine with and be with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You pay them some attention, or else they'll lose their fucking mind. You see what I'm saying?
That's some real shit.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, but what I'm saying is, it's a part of the natural truth of things. It's like the natural order. It's like why birds fly south for the winter. Like, it's not. There's nothing personal about it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the problem with a lot of these, MGTOW and different colored pill dudes.
Right.
It's like they're taking this shit personal. You understand? And it's like, yo, it's nothing personal, bro, but it's a truth that you need to understand so you can carry yourself a certain way and not be fooled and not get caught up in your own emotions while dealing with these females.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real shit. That's real shit. That's real shit. See, this is why you guys got to get on that Bad Boy Show on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario to check out the Bad Boy Show with me and Miles. You feel what I'm saying? because the game be heavy. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not on Patreon, you are missing the fuck out. I'm telling you. You feel what I'm saying? You guys are missing out.
But yeah, man, let me get off of here and so you guys can get some more calls and enjoy the rest of the show, guys.
All right, bro. Mahalo.
Talk to y'all soon. All right, man.
All right, peace. Later. All right. So the caller number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. All right. Hold on. You, what's popping?
Yo, what's good?
What's going on?
Chilling, man. Yo, Locario, it's a great show so far, too. Because I always have an issue with this, too, about how women always complain. But my thing is, Locario, how would a man, right, as a man, when you meet a woman, and I think that's happened to me, too, where I feel like I was a beta male where the women see me as a provider. But like I said, I'm old school, traditional, so I've always been taught to believe they're supposed to provide, stuff like that. And that's why I can understand why men always use money. Because when we were young growing up, our fathers always be like, a woman doesn't want no man who has no money. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying all parents teach them that, but growing up, too, that's what you always hear. You hear that, too, that guys grow up thinking like that.
Right.
Like a man always got to have money. But my thing is that, how you be the man that a woman chooses to be the alpha, not the provider, where not those type of guys she just married and then she complains, be like, you know what, or I don't want him. You know what I'm trying to say?
So you're saying that say it again. You said how do you say the whole thing again?
That woman wants sexually, not the guys that she just want as a provider. Well, she still would be with the provider, but not really with you. Like she doesn't really want to be with you.
Well, the thing is, again, the women generally want the perfect type of guy. Is they want a guy who is a provider, but also a guy who they're sexually attracted to. You understand what I'm saying? They want the guy to be both of those things. But unfortunately, what happens is most women can only find one or the other. They either find the guy who they're sexually attracted to, but he's not, boyfriend or husband material, or they find the guy who's husband material, but they're not that sexually attracted to him. You see what I'm saying? And so the reason for that is because most guys who most women would consider extremely attractive aren't looking to settle down like that in a long-term monogamous type of relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So, and the guys who are more of like the beta male providers are usually the type that will settle down in those long-term relationships. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it works out that way a lot of times. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. But in a sense though, all right, when you meet a woman, but you know how, because of the whole high divorce rate, would you blame it on because of the man being sent? Or would you say that too because women have? I remember before too, you had made a video too. You said that too. It was a while back because of social media and things like that. Women have a lot of choices. But I remember too, you was talking to Miles. You kept saying you blaming on the men. But my thing is, and I had a problem with that. But how can you blame it on the men? Where I see that too, a lot of things fall back on the woman because, like for instance, you look at the whole thing with the Boris. I forgot his name. Boris Cujo, is that his name? But I feel like too, women are always complaining. But how could you say it's the man's fault though? Because I feel like because women have so many freaking options. Like I said, they have online dating, stuff like that. They could just jobs too. Like when they travel, they could meet guys everywhere like that. So how could a man in today's society keep a woman happy and at the same time to still be the man?
So you're saying how is it the man's fault that women are all over the place doing all the shit?
Yeah. All the places with the whole, that's with the whole high divorce rate too. So who's to blame for that?
Well, this is the thing. See, this is the thing that guys don't understand. It's not your job to make a woman happy. You understand what I'm saying? It's not your job. Your job in a relationship when you're dealing with a woman is to make sure that she's doing what she needs to do to benefit you, and in turn, because she's benefiting you, it benefits her. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the point. It's not about me making you happy. You can't make anybody happy. You understand what I'm saying? So she needs to make herself happy. Now, what happens is this. The reason why I say that a lot of these things are the man's fault is because it, like, for example, there's a video that was floating around. I put it up on my Facebook. I've shared on my Facebook of this lady yelling at her dude and smacking him in the head. You feel what I'm saying? And so I said, that's the dude's fault that his girl is smacking him in the head, because he let the relationship get that far to the point to where she's smacking him in the head. So what I'm saying is this. The reason why I say it's the man's fault, with the high divorce rates and all this other shit, is because, like I always say, men haven't vetted women correctly and in the right way before they made the woman a wife. You feel what I'm saying? They haven't vetted them. So the thing is, because you haven't vetted them and because you don't understand, female nature to an extent, all of those things occur because you don't understand how you're supposed to lead a woman. So, for example, if, I don't really like to compare women to kids, but this is the easiest way for you to get it. If you driving around and you got your 8-year-old son or daughter in the back of the car and they're like, hey, I want ice cream for breakfast, and you give them ice cream for breakfast every morning and they get sick, is that the kid's fault or is that your fault for giving them ice cream? You feel what I'm saying? They supposed to want ice cream because they're kids. Women are supposed to want the marriage and all that other extra shit because they feel that way. Or I want to be married. I want to be with you. I want to do it. They feel that way. But you're supposed to be the one to say, hey, listen, I see what you're saying, but we're going to have to hold off on that. We're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to make this happen. So what I'm saying to you is that the reason why it's the man's fault is because the man is supposed to be the one leading. You see what I'm saying? He's the leader. So whatever happens in that situation is either because of him being a good leader or him being a poor leader. That's really all it is. You don't go to a company and fucking look at the employee and say, oh, well, it's your fault that the company's losing, thousands of dollars each quarter. No, that's the CEO's fault. You understand what I'm saying? That's the person in charge fault. That's the man's fault. You see what I mean? And so that's what I'm saying, where you got to always look at it that way in that context. You see what I mean?
Okay. So it's the same thing too. Like for instance too, when I had a situation when I was talking to a chick, and that was before the whole corona, like 2 months ago, and I had met her on Bumble, so like that. Everything was cool, we was talking, but I feel like she was like a attention whore. And because she was a attention whore, so like she was trying to demand. I was like, if you're not happy, you can leave. She cut me off. But do you think that was the right thing to do? So as a man, I let her know that if you're not gonna cooperate and do what I want to do, then you can leave.
Right.
You think that was the right thing to do by just cutting off like that?
Of course. Because look, if it's already the beginning, y'all didn't even meet or nothing, right?
Nah, she was complaining. Nah, she gave me an ultimatum. If you don't call me back, because I ain't texting her. But it's so crazy. I remember you had a video about women being attention whores. But like I said, because I've been sent all my life, like I said, even though I've been smashing joints there, but I was letting women get away with certain things. You know how sometimes you're like, it's not a big deal. And you was in some videos before, you were saying that don't let a woman get like that before y'all even do anything. She didn't even deserve that. Right.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, y'all haven't done anything yet. She ain't got no fucking history with you. That's just some chick you met off of a dating app. Kick her to the curb. You understand what I'm saying? Again, this is the beginning. She's already showing you from the beginning that she's being difficult. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. And then you just keep it pushing. Like, I've been in situations where, I've been in situations where I've matched with a girl on Tinder or Bumble or one of these joints, and we going back and forth a little bit, and she's cute. I'm like, okay, let me see what we could get popping. And I tell her, I say, hey, listen, here's my number, text me. And then she'll say, oh, well, I don't really like to text people so soon. I want to get to know them more on the app or whatever. As soon as she says that, I completely ignore her. You understand what I'm saying? And then I'll even have women hit me back up 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, yo, I'm good. Because I told you to do something. You haven't done it. That's how I run my situation. So if at the beginning, this is already the beginning. We haven't even met yet. And you're already not listening to me. So what the fuck do I need to be dealing with you for? You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So I'm already, cutting it off from then. You see what I mean?
All right, that's me. I appreciate it, Carl. I know other guys want to call. I appreciate it. No, all right. That's
all right, bro.
I'm like the show, too.
All right, appreciate the call, my brother. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Who else was trying to call up? Aqua Dragon is trying to call up. Hold on, let me see. You, what's popping?
Hey, Locario, what's up, man? It's Aqua Dragon, man.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, check this out, man. I mean, I heard Miles talking about, you know, a lot of guys take it personal, like make time take it personal, blah, blah, blah. But my thing is, you know, everything you're saying about women have to lie in order to survive. Like, is that really true, or is that something that you said to not make what they do look as bad?
No, it's true. It's true. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Answer me this question.
Okay.
Do men generally speaking, because this is subject, do men generally want to wife up women who've had sex with a lot of guys?
Most likely, no.
Exactly. So if you're put yourself in a woman's shoes. If you're a woman and you know that dudes don't want to wife up a chick who has sex with a lot of guys, and you are having sex with a lot of guys, and you want to get married because you want to be in a situation where you have probably a kid and a husband that could take care of you, you're going to lie about your number count, correct?
Well, here's the thing with me. Now, this might sound a bit outside the box because I'm a universal thinker. The way I am as a spirit, because I'm not really a human being. I'm just a spirit in a human body.
Right. Now I feel you.
Right. So my integrity is so high, even with my nature. Like even being a man, some things I'm not gonna do because it's my moral code. Like I've never cheated on any of my girlfriends, even though I like other women. It's just because my morality will overpower my nature. So if I was a woman, I say, you know what, I can't do it because I don't want to lie because it's not who I am. So let me let them know that maybe I might find a guy who might accept it. Or how about I not do this shit in the first place? I mean, but that's just me as an individual spirit.
But see, that's the thing. The problem with that is this. Is that you're saying, because the last thing you said was, well, because they could find somebody who they would be, they would accept it, right? But you also said, hey, let me just not do that in the first place. It's impossible for women to not do that. This is what good guys don't understand. This is why I laugh when this is the funny thing. This is like the stupidest shit that I think men talk about, where they expect women to not fuck or not have the desire to fuck or not want to fuck. It's impossible. You understand what I'm saying? It's impossible. So what happens is you're going to have women who are going to be having sex with multiple dudes, especially if she's not in a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Especially. You see what I mean? So it's impossible for her to not be doing that. Then, on top of that, if she's trying to find a husband or whatever, she's going to have to pretend that she's not like that. You see what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. Now, you got some chicks who were raised to be, like, wholesome. So that way they will only fuck dudes that they are only in relationships with, or they will only have sex with dudes they're only dealing with at that time. Like, you know what, I'm talking to him right now. I'll just fuck him. And then if we stop talking, then if I meet somebody else in the future, I'll fuck him, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? My thing it depends on how you're raised. It depends on your influence. It depends on, how you choose to go about things. Because you can grow up in the hood, like I did, you know what I'm saying, and turn out to not be the stereotypical black man. Like, go out there and do street shit, do ignorant shit. Not that I was perfect, but, because the way you was raised, even though you grew up in that environment with so powerful influence of your parents, it overpowers you being peer pressured by other people within your community to a higher degree. So, I mean, yes, you have a point where, though, if that's how society is, and people might get influenced, and blah, blah, blah. But if you take it upon yourself, like, you know what, I'm not going to do this. I'm going against my code. I'm not, if I slip up because I made a mistake, whatever, but most likely I'm going to go with my code. I'm not going to do such and such. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll just save myself for marriage. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll just, try not to fuck every time they can hurry. if I was a female, because I
But
know
my question
that,
to you is,
that
my
would fuck
question to
cats
you,
up
but
in
this
the
is what I'm
future.
saying. What I'm saying is that you're saying it as if you're saying, you see, you guys, see, y'all think that a chick not fucking is the equivalent of saying, like a person saying, I'm not gonna eat, you know, candy. You understand, or sweets. You feel what I mean? That's what y'all make it seem like, oh well, just don't do that. It's no, telling a chick not to fuck is like telling a person, you know, it's not a great analogy, but it's like telling a person not to eat. Well, just don't eat. Like, why don't you just eat once a year? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's natural for her to want to fuck.
No, it's the same thing. No, she can have. I'm not. No, it's the same. I mean, because I would like an experienced chick anyway versus a virgin. Even though I'll take either one, but I'll prefer an experienced chick. She can fuck. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just she don't got to go about it the way a man goes about it, because for which I was explained, men and male animals, we're meant to impregnate as many female animals as possible, because that's how the species has survived. Because if men didn't fuck multiple women and have multiple baby mothers, whatever, the human race would have died off a long time ago. And multiple men have said this. I'm like, you know what? That do make kind of sense. Because if you have a key that can open up multiple locks, that's a master key, right? But if you have a lock that any key can open up, that's a shitty lock.
See, y'all love using that analogy, but I'm gonna break down how that analogy, how y'all don't understand that analogy. Okay, so let's do the master key, master lock analogy, right?
Okay.
You're saying the key that could open a lock is a master key, correct?
Right.
And you're saying that if a lock could be opened by any key, then it's a fucked up lock, right?
Right.
What makes you think that women are being opened by any key?
You said by any key?
Yes.
No, well, not necessarily any key, but multiple keys. You know?
No. So what I'm saying is this. They're not. Look, in the. You gotta understand context. Like, for example, if I said to you, bro, I'm gonna pay you. I got some money, and I'm gonna give you $50 out of the money I got. You'd be like, oh, cool. Let me get $50. That's great, right? But if you found out that I had 100 and I gave you 50 and I took 50, you'd be like, cool. But if I say I'm gonna give you $50, but I had $3,550, you'd be like, damn, why I'm only getting 50, right?
Yeah.
That would seem like a little bit, right?
Right.
Okay, so now let's move that analogy to the next thing. If a woman is getting approached, let's say within 1 year, or let's say something small, within a 5 to 10 year span of her life, she got approached by 3,550 guys, and they all wanted to fuck her, but she only fucked 50. Is that a lot or a little bit?
Well, if you're using that in that analogy out of 3,000 guys, that's a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying, my dude.
Look at the other side of the circle, because I'm 360. But the fact that it was 50, that's still a lot, even though she was approached by 3,000. You know what I'm saying? Just because.
How was that a lot? How was that a lot? So 50 out of 3,550 is a lot?
No, it's a little bit after 3,000 if you compare it to that. What I'm saying is, it's still a lot in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a lot of partners. And it don't mean that she had to fuck off 50, even though 50 is like a percentage of 3,000. She could have fucked like maybe 10. You know, she could have fucked like, 10 or 15. It had to be all 50 because that's still a lot. Even though she put 100,000 dudes, because that's still a lot of bodies.
And this is exactly why women have to lie. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is exactly why. Because you're like, oh, why can't they just? That's why they have to lie.
Well, look. Well, here's my thing about me now. Because I understand the game to a higher level. When I meet a chick, I don't act about a past. You know, when I say, listen, you know what I'm saying? How are you now? Are you experienced? Are you a decent person now? I don't care about your past because I didn't exist in that time frame with you. I only exist right now with you. So right now, only that matters. You know what I mean? Because I'm more mature about it. As long as you're clean, as long as you are a responsible person, you know, so you got no extra baggage with you that might affect us. I don't care about your past. It's like she shouldn't care about my past. You know what I'm saying? Like say if I was a lame nigga in the past, right? You know, just speaking an example. But say if I made some self-improvement, I became a better person, I became a better sociable person, I made more money, I became more of a well-rounded person, it wouldn't matter how I was in the past, because if she would have met me back then, she probably wouldn't have fucked with me. But it didn't matter. So the only thing that matters now is what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? How can we
I agree. But that's all I'm saying. But what I'm saying is most guys don't see it that way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so in order for the woman to survive, she has to lie. That's all I'm saying. See.
Then what if, and let me see this. Then what if her husband found out she was lying? And then what?
Then there's going to be an issue. I'm just telling you why it happens. I'm just telling you why. I'm not saying that it's a good long-term strategy. I'm just saying that this is why they do it. Because what I'm saying is that in order for them to gain, they know they're in a situation where in order for them to gain, they have to put up a certain front. Just like if I introduced you to a girl and she was fucking the whole neighborhood, right? But she says, hey, you know, Aqua seems cool, man. I want to like keep seeing him. I want to keep hanging out with him. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna pretend she's not like a slut. You understand? Because she knows that every time the dudes fuck her, they just keep it moving. So she may want to keep seeing you. So she's gonna lie and pretend she's some quote unquote good girl so that you can keep seeing her. So that's what I'm saying is that's why they lie. That's the reason why they're doing it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's the reason. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? Yeah, and that's why I recommend men, even the user group, man, listen, man, don't even ask about her past because you already know how it is. And you know what? And you already know she probably sucked dick before yours, ate pussy before yours, which issues into that, which is cool. and kissed other guys, I know that. So as long as she clean, I don't give a fuck because you probably been with chicks who had got before you, I'm sure, who sucked dick, whatever.
Of course, just strap up and be careful and you'll be good. You'll be good. You feel me? But yo, bro, I appreciate the call, my brother. I gotta get a few more of these, man. I'ma holler, bro. All right,
Locario, peace.
I'ma holler, peace. All right, let me see who this is with 407. I think this person's been trying to call up for a minute. Yo, what's poppin'?
What up, Lo?
What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. How you, man?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Ain't nothing, man. Just here, chiming in. Usually I be at work. I really can't politic too heavy, you know what I mean? But I'm always paying attention.
All right.
And, you know what I mean? I think last time I called you, I couldn't even speak. The phone started going crazy at work.
I feel you. So what's good with you, though?
Ain't nothing, man. Just listening to the whole thing, man. This shit kind of crazy for me. It seemed like no bullshit. You feel me? I think everything is within its own time. You feel me? But it seems like the dynamics of the game done changed. Like it shit done went back to survival mode. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like everybody's back in survival mode. Anyways, I'm listening to this Boris shit. You feel me? This Boris shit that you talking about. Mm-hmm. And the crazy shit is that I recently came across the movie that he did. Mm-hmm. That addicted shit. You seen that shit?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Nah. It's the funny thing is that the shit that you talking about is the same shit that happens in the movie. Mm. You feel me? Like they got a real happy house family type shit, kids, and then the movie's about his old lady stepping out. You know what I mean? Like the chick that he got. You gotta check this shit out.
Right.
He's addicted, man. And then so man, that's it. You know what I mean? Like you said, he ain't tripping about the shit just like Omarion. He ain't tripping about the shit. You know, right. You just take the shit for what it. You take the shit for what it is. You know. Mm. And that be that. And then.
Nah, that's the real shit. Well, the thing is, I like the fact that he was so cool and calm and collected with the energy. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't fucking, out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just chilling. So. I'm glad he was just chilling on it. You know what I'm saying?
No fucking question. He's debonair. He a debonair motherfucker. You feel me?
Right.
Like, he's debonair. You're debonair. Fucking exuding, top-notch black brother. You feel me? Like, why the fuck you gonna trip about somebody fucking in their feelings? You feel me? Like, he knows that if she steps out, he gonna catch him the next one. You feel me? Like,
exactly. Nah, real talk. But yo, man,
trip about that shit.
I appreciate the call, my brother. I'm trying to get a few more of these before we hit up out of here, my dude. All right, man. I'm holler.
That line banging, but bless.
All right, you be safe, bro.
All right, no question, bless.
All right. Hold on, let me shout out the donation real quick. Somebody just sent the donation. Shout out to my dude William with the $15 donation. Appreciate it, brother. And shout out to my dude Job with the $2 donation. Shout out to you. Yo, what's poppin'? You.
Hello?
What's going on?
Hey, what's poppin', Locario? How's it going today?
I'm chilling. What's good with you?
Not much, man. I'm just listening to what you're saying because all you ever speaking is fast.
That's what's up. So what's up with you though?
I'm just chilling, just quarantined out, but I'm just listening to dudes getting played around, wasting their time with these women. Because they ain't got nothing better to do.
I feel you. Nah, so what's
Focus
up with
on
you though?
yourself, you know?
That's crazy. So what's good with you though?
Just chilling. I'm just thinking about what you were saying, and this whole quarantine thing. It's good that you're putting out game because a lot of men are wasting their time right now instead of focusing on their purpose and working on bettering themselves.
Right. Nah, that's what you got to do, man. You got to always do that. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, you still want to be on top of your shit regardless, any day of the week, no matter what the fuck's going on, so that you could be able to really focus and do the shit you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Hey, so I had a quick question. I met this chick at Vegas before this whole quarantine thing happened. She lives in Philly, Philadelphia. So, but she'd be blowing me up way too much. Like she's blowing up my phone. There's too many calls and FaceTimes. And so finally, I put her on kind of like a timeout because I'm like, hey, I gotta focus on my marketing, my work. I got my job. I got to focus on me, cleaning up around the house, doing a couple things, fixing up the crib. And it's like, she got a little upset at me or whatever, and we ain't really chatted in a couple days. That's okay with me. But what's like a really nice way, or what's a good way to tell a woman, hey, check this out. Like, I don't really want to talk every day. I don't want to FaceTime 3 times a day.
Right.
What's a good way to do it while still keeping that in lock so that when this quarantine's over and we meet up, we can still get it popping?
Right. Well, the thing is, it's usually best to do it at the beginning. So when you first start talking to her. So, like, you met this chick online or something? Like, on a dating app or whatever?
No. I met her in Vegas the weekend before all the quarantine shit went down.
Oh, okay. So you already met her in person. And did you hit it?
Yeah, we hit. Yeah.
Oh, so you already hit it. So yeah, okay, so you good then. So just be like, listen. Just tell her, be like, listen, I really like talking to you. I really like hanging out with you. But I got so much stuff I have to do. But as soon as all this quarantine stuff die down, and as soon as I get all this work done, we'll get it going again. And then just stop hitting her up. And now, if she does hit you up, right? What you do is that you don't necessarily need to ignore her, you understand? But just get her off the text quickly. So, like, let's say she might hit you up on some, good morning, how's your day going? You'd be like, oh, my day is going good, how's yours? She'd be like, oh, I'm doing this, doing that. You'd be like, well, that sounds good. Well, listen, I got to run because I got to do this and this and that, but I'll definitely catch up with you later, and just end the conversation. You see what I mean? And then, so that's what you got to do. You just sort of, you let her know from the beginning that you're interested, but just let her know, hey, now's not really the time. You feel what I'm saying? And then once the time comes where it's, time for shit to get the ball rolling again, when shit gets a little bit more cool, then, you know what I'm saying? Then you can, make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it because, and she's talking about, I can't wait for this to end so you can fly over here. And I'm out here in Cali, and she's out there in Philly, and I'm like, damn, that's a long flight.
Right. Nah, I feel you.
Let's meet back up in Vegas.
I feel you. Nah, for real, do that. But yeah, just hit her back when the shit die down, and just sort of keep her at bay at this point. Don't indulge into the conversations. You'll be good. You feel what I'm saying?
Perfect. Hey guys on the chat, make sure you get that How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day
Facts.
book. Ebook, hard copy, autographed, like I got. That book is banging. That book will give you some tips, and I always go back to it and refer back to it, Locario, during questions like this. So really, I wanted to say thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, bro. I'm a holla.
Stay hustling, brother.
All right, peace.
Later.
All right, so I'm gonna try to see I want to get Mercy to call up, and probably Warrior Mindset. Yo, what's pop? Is this Mercy?
What's going on?
What's going on? Who this?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's good? Who's this?
Oh, shoot. I got 2 questions. Oh, this is your boy Nas from the other day. We talking about trick and shit. All that type of bullshit.
All right, so what's good with you?
But shit, nah, I got one question about this Boris Kojo shit. Like, okay, what? Why don't women just find something that they good at, or find a skill, so what they won't have to lie about all this shit? You see what I'm saying?
Wait, say it again.
Why don't they find like a skill, or why don't they find some value to a man, so they won't have to lie about this type of shit? Lie about, you know, them wanting to, you know, fuck other guys and shit like that.
Well, that's because the thing is, you know, truthfully, one of the most important like things to most dudes when it comes to women on the surface is this, you know, sexuality. So everything else is cool, you know, like, cause see, it depends, cause see, most dudes aren't like fucking Max. You understand what I'm saying? Most dudes aren't guys who look beyond the pussy. So what happens is that they're gonna make the pussy a big deal. But just in general, dudes, you know, they're funny about the whole pussy thing, because the thing is, yeah, she could be good at all these other things, and he'll fuck with her on some shit and be like, all right, cool, well, she's good at all this other stuff, and I fuck with her, and it is what it is. But what happens is that if a guy feels, oh, well, she's been fucking a bunch of dudes, they feel like, well, if I get with her, she's going to keep fucking a whole bunch of dudes, because they think that you only have two types of girls. They think that you got the good girl who's going to stay with you and never cheat on you, then you got the slut who's going to be fucking everybody, you know, and going crazy. So when they hear that a woman's having sex with a whole bunch of dudes, they think that woman can't just chill for an extended period of time and just be with them in a long-term relationship. Or they think that the woman is gonna be super damaged because she been fucking a whole bunch of dudes, and they're like, oh, well, his DNA got in her and now she's acting all funny and all this other extra goofy shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's this thing where men have this issue of women being sexual. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly, young AB. Dudes be thinking women can't pair bond, which is a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So
it really does. It really doesn't have really nothing to do with the woman. It has everything to do with the men, because it's like, shit, if men accepted a certain reality, women wouldn't have to lie about the shit.
Mm-hmm. Say that again?
Is that what you're saying? If men accepted a certain reality, that women wouldn't have to lie about the shit.
Oh, of course. That's what I've been trying to tell dudes. See, most of the women that I deal with, you know, I'm sure they lie to me about certain things, but when it comes to sex, they don't lie to me. They tell me what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know. So I know that side of them. You see what I'm saying? I understand that side of them. You know what I mean? Even to the point where it could be girls that I'm not even really dealing with, you know, and I just talk to them. I get the truth out of them as far as the sex goes. But most dudes, they don't create an atmosphere to where a chick feels like she could say that to him. You understand what I'm saying? Because most dudes are gonna, like, you know, they're gonna look at her funny, and then therefore she got a lie. You see what I mean? So that's really what pops off with that.
Alright, yeah. Definitely. Alright, and I got another question, and this is about just about me and my situation. Like, I'll be trying to find girls that I actually like, and like I like on a physical level, and I actually like talking to them. For me, it's kind of hard to find them type of girls to me, because usually either the girl that I might like and I might want to be around and shit like that, she's not as physically attractive as I would want her to be. And then if the girl is like real attractive, and I think, you know, she fine on the outside, she really a piece of shit on the inside. It's only a few times that I've actually I can count on a number, like on a handful of times where I actually was with women that, you know, I actually like on both sides of the spectrum. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to see how do I get more of those type of women. Like, I can admit this sometimes, because, you know, I done fucked a fat bitch over a bad bitch. Like, I had the opportunity to fuck a bad bitch, but I chose the fat bitch instead, because I knew the fat bitch was gonna fuck me better, and I knew the fat bitch, she had a better personality, all that shit. And
right.
I ain't afraid to admit that shit. And
it is what it is. But I'm just saying, like, how do you find more women who, like, you know, you actually like on a physical level and, like, you know, just talking to them and shit like that?
So the thing is, you're going to have to quit fucking the chicks you ain't attracted to, and then only focus on the chicks that you are attracted to, and then you have to find more chicks like that. Because what you have to do is find the balance. You're going to find the balance of the chicks you're attracted to and the chicks you like as far as personality-wise. But in order to get that, you're going to have to eliminate dealing with those other chicks you're not really feeling. Because you're always going to go back and use those chicks as a safety net. You understand? Those chicks you don't really want to fuck, that's always going to be you have to eliminate your safety net. You see what I'm saying? And totally put all your energy and focus into only the women you want to deal with. You see what I mean? Because what's going to happen is, if you don't have any safety net, it's going to motivate you to talk to more women who you actually want to talk to, because you got to look at it as, these are the only women I'm allowed to talk to. And then you're going to find women out of those women who have both. You see what I'm saying? So there are women out there who have both, but you're not finding them because you keep falling back on your safety net. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get rid of the safety net. You see what I mean? It's just like if somebody said, "Yo, how do I stop eating cake and cheese and cheesecake and all this other stuff?" It's like, yo, totally don't go to no fucking bakeries. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, and then only surround yourself with fruits and vegetables. You feel what I mean? That's it. You see what I mean? So it's that type of shit.
That shit is really hard to do. I tried that shit. That project you give me, I tried to do it, but then I fell off that shit. I said, man, fuck that, because I wasn't gonna give him enough pussy.
That's what I'm saying. You have to be strong enough and say, look, I ain't fucking with no chicks unless they're, at a certain level. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
bro. So I appreciate the call, my brother.
All right,
mahalo, peace. Remember, guys, if you donated, put your first 3 numbers in the chat so I know it's you when you call in. Yo, what's poppin'?
Hey, what's poppin', Mr. Locario? This is LG from New York.
What's going on?
Chillin', man.
What's the deal?
I just want to put you up on some game real quick. Your clock is about 20 seconds too fast.
Say that again?
Your clock is about 20 seconds too fast.
Nigga, if you calling in to tell me my clock is 20 seconds too fast, nigga, stop. I'm hanging up on him just for that. This nigga fucking wasting time talking about the shit. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Okay.
You.
Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Doing good, bro. Yeah, man. I'm gonna say my advice to guys. I'm gonna have like a short advice. Only a beta male will judge a woman body count. This is my number 1 advice. Okay.
Right.
Number two, an alpha male. Don't give a fuck about a woman history. You just enjoy the fucking moment.
Right.
That is one feature an alpha man have that most of these guys don't have. Number three, and the most important part. When you judge a woman, let's say you're a good-looking guy, a very good-looking guy, a fitness model, okay? And you are judging a woman. She will ignore you, and she will friend zone you, and she will go to a guy who's average, who is not judging her.
Right. I agree.
Just mark my word about that. One thing these guys are lacking, especially in sales, is one thing. Women can feel you if you are judging them without even you opening your fucking mouth.
Right.
Women have this what they call emotional intelligence, okay?
Right.
They will look at you and they will know if you're a cool guy who can she can open to and she can talk with you, tell you her history. Like I sit with women, they will tell me everything without even me asking. Because they can sense that you are a cool guy who won't have good time and he's not judging her.
Right.
When you have these vibes, even if you have a nice car, if you fucking look, if you have six pack, a bodybuilder, you are fucking 10. If you are judging her, she's not going to look at your ass. She's gonna friend zone you.
Right.
That's why most of guys who are judging women, especially these guys called mid-gal, incels, and these are channels. That's why these guys are getting no women. They can feel the judgment that this guy has.
Right.
And my advice to the guys at the end is one thing: stop watching YouTuber who is teaching you to hate women.
Facts.
There is one big mistake, Locario. Even I have a video on my channel about that. There is one big mistake. When you watch videos that making you hate women, what you have is that you carry and you absorb this energy. You get this mindset that women are no good, awful. So what's happened is just when you act with a woman, you transfer this energy into her. She's feeling. Stop watching videos that teaching you to hate women. Alpha male fucking love women. They love women energy. They love feminine energy.
Nah, that's real shit. That's real shit, bro. I totally agree with that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And that's all I can say. And man, you have a wonderful day.
All right, man. You take care, my brother. All right, I'm holla. Peace. All right, so Gregory, call back up. Let me shout out to the people who's donated. Shout out to my dude Desan with the $25 donation. Shout out to Elliot with the $25 donation. Shout out to my dude Gregory with the $15 donation. Let me get my dude Gregory on the line. Shout out to Kristen with the $5 donation. Remember, if you guys donated, put your first 3 numbers of your phone number in the chat. First three numbers. But Greg, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling. What's the deal?
Yeah, I've been a long time listener, and I'm on your Patreon and your membership and all that stuff, man.
That's what's up.
And what I wanted to say was the reason why I fuck with you, cause I'm like I'm older. You understand? Like I'm in my 40s, early 40s. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the reason why I fuck with you real hard, as far as you, Miles and EO and Ron Wills and all them dudes, man, because all that shit y'all say is true.
Right.
You understand? The reason why I know that is because all the stupid ass simp shit that a lot of these niggas be doing, I done did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got bitches doing it, you know what I mean? Then I started doing the shit that you say as far as, how you carry yourself, you know what I mean? Or, some man shit. I done seen the difference between how to react when you carry yourself like that, you understand? And how to react when you on some bullshit.
Right,
That's how I know
right.
the difference between right and wrong. I know that shit through experience. You understand? And the main problem I see with these motherfuckers is they think they know everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't grow like that, bro. Like, yeah, I learn shit every day. I learn new things every day. You know what I'm saying? And you can't go through life thinking that you like that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you can't grow. You can't progress and shit. You understand?
Nah, that's real talk.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's all I wanted to say, man. I fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? But
that's what's up, man.
I got a question though, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if anybody ever covered this shit. I've been on Tinder, and I want to know how you feel about the super like button.
Oh, nah, I fucks with the super like button. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I fucks with that all day. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely do. Like, if it's a chick you really want to, get at, you know what I'm saying? Definitely use that shit, because the thing is, you don't necessarily know how the algorithm of Tinder works. So, meaning you can see a chick you want to holler at or you swipe on or whatever, and you don't know if she saw your picture, but the super like is supposed to send it to her immediately. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because there's been times where I remember I was when I used to hang out at this gym or whatever, and I was talking to this girl, and we was trying to see if we could see each other on Tinder. And we literally standing right next to each other. We had our shit set to like less than a mile or whatever, and we couldn't find each other at all. So it's like, you don't know if the algorithm's going to show you certain people. So with the super like, you click that, it takes you right there. So I definitely fucks with that. You know what I'm saying?
Word. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up. And I got one more thing, one more little statement real quick, right? And I know it's kind of almost in response to that last live stream you was talking about. And you was talking about how the things that the good-looking guys don't tell you about and all that shit.
Right.
Now, I ain't got no avatar on my joint, but I will tell you, I'm like one of those. Like I'm a tall, you know. Yeah, I got that look, that whole nice-looking guy look or whatever, you know, clean-cut type bullshit, whatever.
Right.
So, well, the one thing I do want to say about that is, with all these motherfuckers talking about how this dude get this and how they want to be like that, the main thing these niggas don't know about is all the fucking hate that your ass gonna get.
That's
Talk
true.
about that shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause
That's true.
It's like, yo, you better off, for real, just being like an average cat. Because if you come over here, you know what I'm saying, and you stand out and shit, you gonna have these motherfuckers trying to sabotage you, lie about you, talking about you behind your back. And it ain't just the dudes, it's the bitches too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're the worst. They the most like conniving with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So a lot of niggas, they talking about how they, you know, comparing yourself to this dude and how this dude getting better. Just appreciate where you at and understand it's always like a bad side to the good shit.
Right. Real talk.
You don't know what the fuck a nigga got to go through to get the things you think that you want. You know what I'm saying? It's a price for all that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
now that's real shit, bro.
Man, I don't really call up here. It's on my second time calling up here. I'm going to try to, you know, call up here more, man. But I fuck with y'all hard, man. Y'all keep doing what you doing, man.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate the support, bro.
Huh?
And I said I definitely appreciate the support, my dude.
Yeah, man. And
right.
y'all stay safe out there, man. And be easy, all right?
All right, bro. I'm holla. Peace.
All right. One.
All right, waiting for Chrislyn to call up. I need Chrislyn to call up. Remember, guys, if you want to make sure that you get your questions answered, send that donation. I'm waiting for Chrislyn or Heavy Hands to call up. You. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
I'm chilling.
What the heck? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Chilling, man. To spit in that game, man.
That's what's up. So what's good with you?
Chilling. Question though. So like, I got a couple issues. First one being, kind of been tricking for a while. Like, paying chicks for pussy and shit like that. Just because it's been easier. I know it's just fucked up. I've been trying to do like a trick detox.
Right.
So like, what do you think the best thing to do with that is, like, to like not do it for a whole week, like a semen retention, or should I like approach chicks to be able to not fucking have to pay for the pussy and this and that?
You talking about how would you do a trick detox?
Yeah.
Just keep your money in your pocket, bro. That's all I'm saying. Keep your money in your pocket.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's real simple. It's real simple. That's like you can do everything you do in talking to them, flirting with them, trying to get them to smash and all that other stuff. Just keep the money in the pocket. It's that simple. If you need to, don't bring no money with you nowhere. Just have, you know what I'm saying? Like, have you like your credit card maybe, but don't have no cash on you, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just straight like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what you got to do. You just got to get used to that. Because right now you're not used to it. So you got to get used to being able to see results without the tricking. You see what I'm saying?
Right, because like the only thing, Locario, it'd be like, so like the only thing I was doing the tricking for a while and shit, because it was a lot easier and I didn't have to fucking put in the work to approach chicks and shit. Because I know all I had to do was fucking pay them and I would fuck them. And I know that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like I think the biggest thing was I got to face the fact I didn't want to deal with women. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know why I still want to deal with women. I just wanted to fuck them and dump them basically, and then keep my shit moving. But like I don't want to do that no more, man. Like, I just want to like fuck with chicks and like have a nice rotation of bitches I fuck with.
Well, then that's gonna work out better if you ain't tricking. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing that while tricking, that's going to be a lot more money you paying and doing all that other extra shit. So it's like, yo, you got to get to the point where you're able to fucking be able to get that rotation, deal with these chicks without having to shell out all his money. You feel what I'm saying? So
right, because like, yo, I've only been paying like $20 for fucking pussy and shit, and like I've had some good ass sex with that dog. I'm not even gonna hold you.
This nigga.
But like I still, I have though. But like, like I want to make out with chicks and shit. I don't want to be making out with no prostitutes and shit like that, man. Like I'm not a big fan of that shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to. You won't have to. You're gonna have to. Like I said to the other guy that called earlier, he was like he wanted to get more hot girls that he's into as far as personality wise. So I told him he gonna have to get rid of his safety net. His safety net was to fuck with average or below average chicks he wasn't really dealing with. So your safety net is the tricking. So you gotta totally get go cold turkey with that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, because it's like, I be driving late nights and shit, and that's when they be out fucking on the side of the corners and shit.
But yo, I gotta get a few more of these calls, my brother. I'm gonna let you just keep your money in your pocket, my brother. You feel me?
I will, man. God
all right, peace. Later. All right, so let me shout out the some more of the donations. Shout out to my dude Roberto with the $100 donation. Shout out to you. Hold on, let me see. Is this Heavy Hands?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Locario?
What's going on, bro? What's poppin' with you?
Yo, man, I just want to say, man, thanks for everything, man. Thanks to you, Miles, K. Zagan.
Appreciate it, bro.
What you guys are doing is invaluable.
That's what's up. Appreciate it, my dude. What's going on?
Because nobody teaches this shit, man.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And because of me taking your advice and Miles' advice and K. Zagan's advice and shit, man, like my success is like doubled, and it's fucking incredible.
Right. That's what's up.
So I appreciate what you're doing, my brother. Keep it up. I'll still continue to be your number one fucking fan forever. Fuck that.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, man.
So, and to everybody listening in the chat, if you guys haven't tried Locario's advice, go out and try it, and you'll see how it works. I'm a motherfucker living at home with a baby mom, and I tell bitches straight up, listen, this is my situation. You either take it or leave it, and these bitches fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's how I'm telling you. I'm telling you that it ain't hard. You know what I mean? It ain't hard.
They show you so much respect off the jump just for that. These bitches look at me like, what? And what makes you think I'm going to be cool with that? And I'm like, listen, I don't care what you're cool with. This is what I'm telling you. This is how it's going to be. If you don't like it, I'll leave you alone. Like, I won't tell nobody that we went out or nothing.
Right.
It's fucking crazy, man. It's like, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I appreciate the call, my brother. All right?
All right, later.
All right, peace. All right, what's up with Chrislyn was trying to call up. Chrislyn, call back. I'm waiting for Chrislyn. Remember, if you guys want to guarantee that your question is going to be answered, hit that donate button. I gotta get the people who donating first. So appreciate everybody donating. You guys make it possible for me to keep doing these live shows. I want to keep doing more and more, so we can get this popping. All right, I think this is Chrislyn. Hold on. It's Chrislyn?
Yes, sir. It is me.
What's popping? What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. I goofed up, man. I goofed up. I actually, I didn't intentionally. I actually, clicked on this girl, man. I didn't intentionally do it, though. But what happened was, I scheduled a date at 6:30. I put that in the text, and it was Saturday, right? This is probably about last Saturday, a couple Saturdays ago, right? And I thought it was at 7:30. So I'm calling her, thinking the date's at 7:30. She said, it was at 6:30. So I screwed it all up. So my question to you, like, if you like on the date as a guy, what do you do in that situation?
So you say you're supposed to meet the chick at what time?
6:30. That was my fault. He was there. He was there where we were supposed to meet at the park. So he was already there. Right. So, so for some odd reason in my mind, I thought it was 7:30.
Damn.
So I called her. Yeah. He was not happy because he said that he was already at home already. Right. And I apologize. And what do you do in that situation, though?
Man, well, the thing is this, man. If if she's cool, so what happened? What was the next thing that happened? Did you say, hey, let's, like, my bad, can we meet up again? Like, what, you ain't say nothing?
Well, what happened, I called her, and I apologize. We actually rescheduled for this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was, I sent her a text last week. He said that he said he wanted to reschedule.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Saturday. This is last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, was 6:30 a good time to meet up?
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't answer me until that Monday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he waited about a day and day and a half to get back to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just politely called her and said, listen, this ain't going to work, and just left it alone.
So hold on, wait, let me get this straight. So you missed the date, the first date, and then you hit her up to say, let's reschedule, right?
Right.
And then
she kind of ghosted on me.
And
then she ghosted on me.
Wait, how did she ghost on you though? How did she ghost on you?
Well, I sent her a text
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, right?
Right.
Saturday afternoon, because we were supposed to meet up Saturday afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said to me that she wouldn't be able to make it because of her mother.
Okay, so this Saturday. So that Saturday was the second time y'all supposed to meet up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she said that she had to reschedule. She wanted to reschedule because she had to take care of her mom. That's fine. So then I sent her a text back stating that, is 6:30 p.m. good, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was Saturday afternoon.
Right.
He didn't get back to me that Monday morning. So this is about a day and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a day and a half without hearing from her,
mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So he texted me stating that, I thought I responded to your text.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I already responded to your text.
Right.
So I gave her a call that evening and said, this ain't gonna work. I just left it alone. That's how that.
Right. Well, see, the thing that happens is this, man. Look, first of all, you got to make sure that you are that you're on point with your shit, because you should have put in your calendar like, yo, I got a date this time, this place, and everything. So you messed up on that first time. You know what I'm saying? And so, right. So what happens is this. Sometimes you may have a chick who's on point, and then if you're not on point, she becomes not on point. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that happens sometimes. This is why I tell guys that they have to be on point, because it's like this. You know, like how, because usually, and this is why I tell guys don't play games. Because sometimes when you play games, it makes the woman also in return play games with you. Now, it wasn't like you were trying to play games. You honestly just forgot and it just slipped your mind or whatever. But what happens is, in her eyes, you probably weren't that on point because you missed the date. You see what I'm saying? So now she looked at you as, well, it's not as serious as I was trying to take it. So therefore, it's kind of like, well, it's all lackadaisical anyway. So it's, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying, where a lot of times when you're not on point and you're dealing with a on point chick who is probably on point, it makes her see you less on point, which makes her take you less seriously. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying it's important from the jump, because the thing is, you want to make sure, and I said this before on, I think, a video I did a long time ago, you got to make sure that you're the one that's not fucking up. It always should be her fuck. If anybody's fucking up, it should be her. It should never be you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so in the beginning, you fucked up by forgetting the date and not showing up and all this other stuff, which created the fucking way things turned out. Now, it's not to say that y'all could have never met up or whatever, but what I'm saying is her sort of being sort of wishy-washy or flaky or whatever is also in response to you being flaky in the first place at the beginning. And sometimes it's conscious, but sometimes it's subconscious. You understand? Because what happens is that, again, if that girl was an on-point chick, it's like she's looking at it like, damn, well, he's kind of all over the place. So then she feels like she doesn't have to put her best foot forward, because she's like, she doesn't really know you. So she may be thinking, she could have been trying to get with another dude a few weeks ago who was kind of wishy-washy or who kind of flaked or who did the same type of shit. So she may be looking at you like that guy. You feel what I'm saying? Versus if you're on point, she's going to look at you in a different way and then act accordingly. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And the thing is, I've been in them situations too where I've been in those situations where I've sort of done that type of shit where I was like, okay, I already know she's going to act all goofy now because I fucked up. And it's like 9 times out of 10, that's usually what happens. You know what I'm saying? Or the worst is you might be dealing with a chick who, because sometimes that can happen the other way around too if you're not careful. Meaning that you're on point and then you're dealing with a girl who's not on point, and then when you deal with her on a subconscious level, you're dealing with her also being wishy-washy like her. You're mirroring what the fuck she's doing. You see what I'm saying? So usually you're on point, and now when it comes to her, you're just kind of like, whatever. You know what I mean? And so that's why you got to make sure you're on point, and then you're fucking, making her follow that type of lead. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So yeah.
So like, was I right for charging her?
I mean, yeah, I think I think it's better you do charge her and just start over with a new chick. You know what I'm saying? And just make sure that you're always, where you say you're gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I'm telling you, it's right, because otherwise you'll mess it up for yourself in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me?
Well, because when I talked to her, she seemed kind of disappointed. It was like a long pause because after I said this ain't gonna work, it was like probably like a 5-second pause after that. Like I can't believe this is happening to me. You know what I mean?
Right. Hope she probably didn't expect that. You know what I'm saying? Because she probably liked you, but again, remember, people are still trying to guard their own ego and their own. You understand what I'm saying? So nobody wants to feel like they're getting played or ignored or dissed or whatever it is. So this is where the game playing starts. And this is where the interaction starts like that. So the person's like, well, if you're gonna be like this, then fuck it, I'm gonna be like this. So I'm not gonna. She's like, well, if you're not investing, I'm not gonna invest too much. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's where that sort of energy comes from. You see what I'm saying? So so yeah, just for now on, just make sure you're on point with your shit. Don't miss those fucking put a reminder in your phone or something to let you know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right.
Cool.
All right, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, I'm holler at you. Peace. All right. All right, let me make sure we double check. Hold on. You. What's going on?
Hello?
What's poppin'? Who is this?
I called up the other day.
What's going on, bro?
I want to talk about a topic. You talk about in the chat. Kale more. In the chat room, Kale. So Kale more. We'll talk about it can't be a ship, but I'm not a ship because I told him that you need money for a woman to provide. So I don't understand why you said that.
You say it again?
So carry more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he said I'm a simp.
Why is this? Why do you say you was a simp?
I call you because you said that money could provide for the woman, but I told him he not need that because in my country I'm from Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm from Singapore. You not need you need money for the ladder.
So you say you need money to do what?
You need money for that to the ladder.
For the ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you need money for to do with them specifically?
So you need money for a ladder because if you're not taking them out and go and stuff with them, they're not going
they're not going to do what you want them to do. You see what I mean?
So you're saying if you don't have money, the women aren't going to do what you want them to do. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they're not do what you want them to do in your situation.
And what do you want them to do?
I want them to love me, have sex with me.
So you think so? So are you telling me in Singapore women don't have sex with you if you don't give them money?
No, they go have sex with you if they don't give them money, but they need you need some experience. You need something. You need maybe a car or nice clothes.
Well, look, it's this. This is the same, thing that a lot of people say. They say you need money and you need cars and all that other stuff to get sex from a woman. You don't need that to get sex. You can have sex with a woman with no money. Now, if you want to have a girlfriend, then maybe you need some money. If you want to have a wife, then you're gonna need some money. But if you just want to have sex, you don't need no money.
So I don't need no money for sex. Is that what you're saying?
Right, that's what I'm saying. You don't need money to have sex.
But that's true. I mean, I want to get with a girl. Because in Singapore we got to have no lockdown. There's no lockdown in Singapore.
You said there's no what?
So we not have no lockdown.
You say you're not gonna have any luck without the money?
No, there's no lockdown.
No lockdown. So there's no lockdown in Singapore.
No lockdown in Singapore.
Okay. So that means you could go out and you could still meet women and go have sex with them, right?
No, I did meet a woman. We went on date last week, and she's not come back with me to my house.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't she come to your house?
No, she not come back with me to my house. Not on the first time.
Say that again?
She not come back to me on my house. Not the first time. Not the first time. The second time.
Okay, so the second time she come to your house and you had sex?
Yeah, we have sex. Yeah.
Okay, so did you spend any money on her?
Yeah. I spent money on wine.
Okay, well, so you went on a date and then you had sex.
Yeah, she come to my house.
Mm-hmm.
But in Singapore.
Okay, so she came to your house. She came to your house, and you had a bottle of wine at your house, and then you had sex.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you ain't spend no money on her to have sex.
But the women in Singapore, white boy. So it's very hard. I'm an Asian man. I'm Asian. I'm 42 years old. I have business, but that white boy. So it's harder for Asian man.
Well, what you mean it's harder? You just had sex with some girl the other night. You good? Why you comparing yourself to the white boys?
Don't go white boy get a hot girl. The hot girl in Singapore get a really nice one.
So then you gotta step your game up and get the nice ones. That's what you gotta do, bro. You feel me?
But right. How do I step my game up? What
you go to badboymembership.com and join the Bad Boy membership. Real simple.
Right. What was that?
Badboymembership.com. That's where you go to step up your game. You feel me?
Okay. So I go to www.badboymembership.com and what do I do?
And you join the membership and you listen and watch all the programs, and it teaches you how to get those hot girls the white boys be getting. You feel what I'm saying?
I have one last problem.
All right, hold on. You're gonna have to call back, bro. You have to call back. We gotta get some more people on in the joint real quick. Hold on. Oh man, that's my dude. My dude from Singapore. Shout out to him. You.
Hey, Mr. Locario.
What's going on, bro?
Ross, Southern California.
What's going on?
How have you been? I I'm good.
I'm chilling. What's the deal with you?
So, yeah, you know, how you're saying that, like, back when we were talking about how, like, you know, high interest women to be a smaller pool of women to choose from, or you'll find when you talk to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say for an average guy, what would be for someone like him, the most that he could expect to find out of like 100 girls that he talks to?
So you're saying that if you're an average guy, how many women are you gonna find who have high interest in you?
Yeah, not like just looks, but average like game.
Say that again. What's the question?
I'm saying if you have a guy with average game, like what realistically, how many high average women could you expect to find out of 100 women that you talk to?
So you're saying if you have average game, how many women are you going to find that have high interest in you?
Yeah, realistically.
Right. Well, the thing is, if you have an average game, you'll probably find anywhere between 1 and 10 out of 100. So you get 1 to 10%. You understand? That's usually the average. So the thing is, the women who have high interest in you are always going to be a smaller percentage of women. So if you have average game, it'll be, you know, between like 1 and 10 or some shit. If you have like, you know, above average game, it could be, you know, 10 through 15 or 20. And if you're advanced, it could be like fucking 30 to even 40. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is that it depends, again, depending on your level of game, that's when you're going to find more women who have high interest in you. And the reason why is because the more attractive you are, the more women you're going to find who have high interest in you. You see what I'm saying? So the more that you learn game and you study game and you're actually working on yourself, working on your mouthpiece, working on your look, working on your appearance, working on your behaviors, all these other things, and you start to go out there and interact with women, that's the more women you're going to see who have a high interest in you. You see what I'm saying? And then what happens is, once you start interacting with these women, you know, and you know that you can get the women, you're a little bit more cool, calm, and collected, chill, you know, a little bit more confident, your swag is a little bit better, and that increases even the, you know, more women who want to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? So it's a domino effect. It works on itself. You feel what I'm saying? As far as you putting yourself out there to make it happen. And the opposite is true. This is why you have a lot of incels or black pill dudes or whatever who have a hard time getting girls, because they keep telling themselves, oh, I suck, I'm whack, nobody likes me, all this other stuff. And then it becomes a cycle that, you know what I'm saying, a domino effect where the shit keep going down that way. You feel what I'm saying?
So if you're advanced, it isn't just that you would find 30 or 40 women that you would sleep with, right? Because I remember you said it before. You're saying those will be the 30 to 40 women who you'll find who already will have high interest after your first interactions with them. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's usually when you're having that first interaction, right? The high interest will be there. You understand what I'm saying? Based off of you already coming into the interaction, being that high value dude, being that attractive guy. So let's say, for example, you got a guy who's super advanced in a game. He's this attractive dude, and he talks to 100 women. There's going to be like 30 to 40 of those women who's going to be really, really feeling him. You understand what I'm saying? And so the reason why is because he's cultivated a personality, an energy, a look, and all that other stuff combined that makes him that top dude. You see what I'm saying? So there's going to be, so it's still, again, it's a small percentage because it's still only 30 to 40% out of 100, meaning that there's still 60 to maybe 70% of women who aren't going to have high interest in him. And the reason they're not going to have high interest in him is because of a lot of different variables. One, you're going to have women who already got a boyfriend or husband. Two, you're going to have women who are lesbians that don't even like men. You're going to have women who that guy is just specifically not their type. So it's a lot of different things. But when you do find those girls who are really, really feeling you, or who feel you, they're going to really, really be feeling you. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're like, oh shit, this guy is on point. He's my type. I like the way he looks. I like the way he talks. I like the way he dresses. I like all of this shit. And that's what makes them cooperate with you more, because the interest is high. But again, dudes have control over that, but most dudes don't want to put in the work to get to that point. You feel what I'm saying? So just like, you know, for example, shout out to my dude Ron Wills. He always talk about the body game. He always talk about getting your body in shape, getting your body tight. The tighter you get your body, you're going to have a lot more women who are into that body type, that body shape, who's going to gravitate you to you just off the strength of that. And then once you start talking to them, imagine your mouthpiece is on point. Then imagine you know how to dress well. You see all those things coming together, that's going to make you more attractive to a larger number of women. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think having like a leaner and more like chiseled face or model-looking face actually helps at all, or doesn't?
You said say what?
Having a better-looking face also helps, or really doesn't help in the game?
I mean, everything helps. So, like, if you are, let's say, if you have a good-looking face, a good-looking body, all those things can help. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not, the thing that people got to understand is that it's not just one thing. Because I always think about it like a car. Like, you could have a nice-looking car, but it has to have an engine. It has to have gas in it. It has to have wheels on. You understand? Like, everything combined makes the car the car. You understand? Makes it the thing that's on point. So you could have a good looking face, but your body's whack. You know what I'm saying? You could dress well, but you don't know how to talk. You could talk, but you could look like shit. You understand? You could, you know what I'm saying? You could be confident, but at the same time, you don't know how to interact or talk to chicks. So you want everything to sort of, you know, like flow well in one direction. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I tell dudes you got to work on all those things. You see what I mean?
Yeah, it helps maximize in every area, your game, your appearance.
Exactly.
Your body, your face. But yeah, it's like, you know, when you start out, you're saying that, like, you know, just expect that, you know, you're going to not have as many women who are going to have high interest or cooperate with you because, you know, your game already is just, you know, so low.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to, like, you know, an advanced guy or more advanced person, right? He's more on point, so he's going to have, you know, a lot more women that will be highly interested enough in, like, cooperating with them.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Again, and as I say, it's all up to the dude if he is actually going to get to the point where he wants, you know, to get better options, get more things going. That's all up to him. Because his level of success in the game is going to be a reflection of how tight his game is. You see what I'm saying? This is what I be telling dudes. Like, if you're in a situation where you're not getting the type of girls you want, you gotta step the shit up. If you're not getting chicks, period, you gotta step the shit up. If you are, you know, in a situation where, you know, you're having trouble getting a large amount of chicks that are your type and all this other stuff, you got to step the shit up. And so that's the thing, is that it's really about stepping the shit up. And once you do that, then you're going to start seeing better results. But until dudes want to do that shit, you know what I'm saying? They're going to stay in the same spot. You feel me? But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. I'm about to head up out of here in a second. So I'm going to holler at you, bro. All right?
All right. Thanks a lot, Mr. Locario.
All right, be safe. Peace. All right, people. It is about that time. It is about that time. I appreciate everybody sending in donations. All right, let me take one more call real quick. One more call. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Hi, it's Papa. You come back and call back.
Oh, my goodness. Come on, bro. I call back next week, my dude. Let me take... Hold on. Somebody was trying to call from 614. Call 614. Call back real quick. Call back real quick, because I see you was trying to get it in. Call back real quick. You guys remember, get the likes up. You guys can keep, you know, sending donations. We appreciate all the donations. So the donations help keep the shows going more consistently. I can do more shows since I'm in the space. You know, I got this space because of you guys. I appreciate it. You feel what I'm saying? Who is it? 614. Call back real quick. All right, let me get this. This will be the last call. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? It's Joe from Australia.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, not much. Just wanted to say thanks for the advice last time I called.
That's what's up.
It actually went pretty well. Yeah. So after I told her like what you told me to say, she actually found like a new respect in that, and she actually wants me to do it as well. So she was like, "Yeah, go for it."
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess I just wanted to ask, like, when it comes to women and leadership, like, what's the best qualities like a guy can have, like as men can have, and how do we, become true leaders?
Well, the thing is, it really just boils down to you already having a focus in a direction of where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do. And once you do that, you fit women into that. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, let's say you got a guy who is trying to become a chef. You understand what I'm saying? And he's fucking with a girl, and he's like, "Yo, I'm working on my craft. I practice cooking certain things. I'm gonna need you to come to my crib, and we're gonna have a date where I'm gonna cook you some food." You feel what I'm saying? And I want you to test out which dishes you think are better than the other dish. You understand what I'm saying? So you're leading her into that direction of doing the things that is going to benefit you, and then in turn, what's going to happen is that you're going to benefit her. So, for example, let's say you got that chef. He brings her to the crib. He cooks some shit for her, and then she does the things he's saying. They keep dating or whatever like that. She helps him with getting his ingredients. She helps him to do this and do that. So she's helping him with his purpose. And he's leading her by telling her the things that she needs to do to help that purpose. Now, what happens is, let's say this guy ends up becoming a chef at a really awesome restaurant. He's making crazy paper. He ends up fucking opening his own spot or whatever. So now she's going to benefit off of his success. So she's benefiting off his success. She's benefiting off his success because she was being cooperative while he was leading her into helping him do the things he's trying to do. So you got to just figure out, what is it that you're doing in your life, and how can she fit into that? Because the thing is, women want to fit into your program. They want to be a part of your team. You feel what I'm saying? They want to be a part of the shit that you got going on. So in order for them to do that, you got to make sure that you're leading and leading correctly. And really, just leading correctly is just already having a blueprint of what you want to do. See, it's going to be hard to lead her if you don't know where you're going. So you got to first know where you're going, regardless of even her. You understand? So you should already have that already mapped out in your mind and what you're trying to do. And then you have to also be about what you're doing. So you can't say, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to do this and we doing that or whatever, I'm making this happen," and then you're just sitting on your ass, because she's not going to be able to take you seriously, and therefore she's not going to be able to follow your lead. You see what I mean? So you got to be on the point. So it's not just about her following you. You have to set an example for her to follow you. So you can't be all over the place and expect her to follow you or listen to you. You have to make sure that you're on point also, because she needs to be able to follow that lead. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's true though. But actually, thank you so much for all the game you've been dropping. Like, the biggest one you mentioned that I've implemented in my life is honesty, man. Because it actually really, really worked.
That's what's
and
up.
It's not just like women are fucking with me, but it's also actually like they're respecting me, which is really, really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, guys need to just get up on that shit. Dudes be too scared to be honest, and too scared to just be themselves and get the shit popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing with me as well. I just gotta say this to finish it off. Like, I used to be like all about that LMS stupid shit that actually doesn't work. I guess it works if you go clubbing,
right?
To a certain extent, but like outside of that, like that shit doesn't work at all. But yes, I just want to say thank you for all the game, and like we'll keep in touch, man.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right. All right, people. So it is about that time. So listen, man, I appreciate all of y'all tuning in today, man. We got 227 people watching right now. Make sure you guys get the likes up. Keep the likes up. Also, make sure you guys donate to the show. I definitely appreciate all the donations, man. You guys are fucking awesome. Because what I want to do is I want to start doing more live streams. I just got the StreamYard program up. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta get my dude K Zag and 20 on this shit. My dude Steve Dedino here. Fucking EO. Who else? I do playertainment. I'm gonna get up on here. I'm gonna get a few people on here, get Miles on here so that we can do the split screen. So we could give you guys more content and more dope shit. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep that shit going. So I appreciate all the donations. Even if you're watching this on the replay, you can still click those links to donate to the show. Also, make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, hard copy or audiobook. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get your copy of this today. Remember, I autograph these and mail them to your house and all that other good shit. You feel what I mean? Also, make sure you guys check out badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. I'm telling you, the Bad Boy membership is the shit. If you are not on the Bad Boy membership, you are slipping. I'm telling you. It's like, damn, it's like, I'm thinking it's over like 70-something programs on there right now. So if you join today, you got over 70-something programs you can just dive into right now. This is the best time in the quarantine, so you guys can just really soak up the game right now and make it happen. Young Ouija, you say you saw me on the I Love New York episode. Yeah, you guys can, if you guys can go to Hulu. I think they got it on Hulu now, right? Go to Hulu and watch I Love New York season 1. I'm on that one. And when I have my dreadlocks and all that other shit, you guys can check that shit out. What else? Yeah, and make sure you guys go to Patreon. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario to check out the Bad Boy Show. And you could also get my program, how to get laid without going on dates. That shit is fire. Appreciate everybody that got that. That joint is fire. Make sure you guys get that. Also, make sure you guys go to the Confidence Show. All of y'all should be on the Confidence Show. Confidence Show is patreon.com/The Confidence Show. Confidence Show. Make sure you guys check that out. What else? And yeah, and make sure you guys also go to undeniablegame.com so you get the free program Undeniable Game to check all those cool things out. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Let me shout out to everybody in the chat. New Roan, Justin Bing, Fabian K, Ross Goldberg, Mr. Urban World, shout out to you. April MC in the building, shout out to you. Rob Cruz, Gregory Allen in the building. Young Wee G, what's going on? Who else is up in here? Dark Nedge, Reggie Adventures, aka Locker Room in the building. Deshaun Brown, Chris Z. Who else is up in here? Bronny Ronnie. Who else? Speedy Gonzalez, Young AB. My dude Chrislin was up in here. Mr. Urban World, B. Scott, Westwood 123, Ultra Gold Chain, Jesse, Scoop Santana, what's good? Heavy Hands in the building. King Leak, what's going on? Who else is up in here? Big Stain in the building. Global Voice of the Manosphere, Rohan J, Elroy Jetson, Theo C. Shout out to everybody in the chat. So I'm going to be back on, what's today, Friday? I should be back on Monday. So Monday I should be back on. And then I'm going to do some more during the week. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be up in here in the little studio room. You feel what I'm saying? Getting some more shit popping. All right? So I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Later.